it going? I'm back. It's been a little while. Life just got really, I don't want to say life got crazy because everyone's life gets crazy and that's not really a good enough reason. But the truth is I was really overwhelmed with work and my schedule was all over the place, and you know when life gets really nuts and your house is a mess and then you have to like spend the time cleaning your house and doing your dishes and doing laundry and like making sure that you wash your hair, and it doesn't really leave time to do the things that you like really want to do. That's kind of what happened. But no sob stories here. I am back today with a vengeance. And today I'm going to answer some of the questions that you guys asked when I told you guys I wanted to do a Q&A. So today's video is going to be hopefully a short, quick, easy Q&A. I wrote down some of your questions and I forgot to write down who asked them, but I'll include them. I'll like figure out how to overlay them. Anyway, so let's get started with the Q&A. First question is, what's the most eco-friendly thing I do like on a daily basis? And I thought a lot about this because I kind of wanted to answer with like, what's the first change I made? But I think the best change I've made, honestly, and the one that I've been the most consistent with is my water bottle. I don't buy bottled water at all, like ever. I would really have to be in a pinch and really like have to be like in an emergency to buy bottled water. The reason that I don't buy bottled water anymore is because I have my Swell bottle, and I bring this thing with me pretty much everywhere I go. My water bottle before I go anywhere, and if it happens to be empty when I leave, a lot of the coffee shops that I go to will refill it for me. There's a water filtration thing at my work, so I'll refill it at work also. I say that it's the most eco-friendly thing I do because it eliminates my need to buy plastic water bottles, my need to ask for water at Starbucks or at any coffee shop that I go to. It eliminates the need for me to use both plastic water bottles and to-go containers, like those plastic to-go cups that you would put ice water in or an iced drink in. So I think that this is an excellent place to start, is getting a really good water bottle. I recommend getting the like double-walled insulated ones just because I found that having a feature where my water stays really cold for a really long time makes it that much easier to drink the water that I put in my water bottle. So that's the most eco-friendly thing I do. If I was gonna rank it after water bottle, because I feel like a lot of people nowadays have a water bottle, so if you do have one and you use it consistently, the other thing that I do is I bring my own bags to the grocery store. Not only do I bring my own tote bags, I also bring my own produce bags, and I think because I go grocery shopping every week, it eliminates so much of the plastic that I could consume. Those are like the top 3 things that I do, which I guess is a longer answer than you asked for, but there it is. This next question comes from my friend Michelle from college. Hi Michelle, hope Seattle's treating you well. And she asked how we've adjusted to living in Sacramento and what the biggest challenges we faced in moving were. And to be honest, we love Sacramento. When I lived in San Diego, I felt like I belonged there, and then when I like moved back home, I didn't really feel like I belonged. As soon as we moved to Sacramento, we just felt, I don't know, we felt at home, and we felt like in alignment, if that makes sense. Like this is where we were supposed to be. And I think the biggest thing that we faced, like the biggest hurdle or biggest challenge we faced, was people just didn't get it. I feel like it's a little bit common when you just decide to move for no reason. To give a little, like just to give you guys some context, we didn't move here for jobs. We had hardly anything lined up when we decided to move here. All we had was this gut feeling that we were supposed to be here. So the biggest challenge was like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. We moved here on a gut feeling. We were just, you know, being obedient to what we thought God was calling us to, and like just the people that we've met are incredible. I don't know, it's been a learning curve. So we've never lived in the middle of a city before, so like learning when to move your car for street cleaning was definitely a process. But even just stuff like managing, like doing laundry and stuff like that, where it's not an amenity that's part of a complex, let alone your apartment, that's been a little bit tough to deal with. But we are planning on tackling our closet, because we have one big closet that serves a whole bunch of purposes, and we're planning on doing like a secondary downsizing. We have a better idea of how we actually use our space, and so we're going to be doing a little bit of tweaking, a lot of decluttering again. This actually brings me to the next question, which I didn't plan this. Do you have trouble not focusing on the capsule wardrobe, clothing, decluttering aspect of minimalism? And then she goes on to say she's really been stuck in a stage of declutter. And I also really find myself kind of stuck in this like constant phase of decluttering. And I don't know if I'm necessarily like I don't know if I'll ever be like full minimalist, if that makes sense. So I get you. I'm totally with you. I don't necessarily focus on my capsule wardrobe as my like minimalism journey. It definitely is kind of like, it's the place that I've put the most focus on. And I think it's because the capsule wardrobe requires you to update it every season. And so it's kind of hard not to fixate on that. You're either planning it, or you're wearing it, or you're thinking about, you know, what you might need to replace or buy for the next season. And so it's kind of like always at the forefront of your mind. For me, I think the trap with feeling like I always need to declutter is a comparison thing. The reason that I'm always like thinking about like, oh, I have too much stuff, I have too much stuff, I have too much stuff, is because I compare myself to someone who has been able to get rid of their stuff very easily. Because I'll just be honest with you, it's really hard for me to let go of my possessions. I'm constantly teaching myself to quit comparing myself to other people. It's honestly one of the biggest struggles of my life. When we declutter, everything feels really nice and we organize everything and it's like, whew, okay, I'm done. And then what happens, at least for me, is I start bringing more stuff in. I think I've got the perfect wardrobe figured out, and then things catch my eye and I start just sneaking things in, and next thing you know, I don't have any space in my closet anymore. Or next thing you know, I have too many shoes, or you know, so many makeup products that I don't even use. If you feel like you're really stuck in the declutter phase, I would think about going on like a spending freeze. Just not buying like anything for your home or your closet or whatever it is that you're feeling like you're always decluttering. Quit buying stuff in that category and maybe see if you make any progress. I personally am considering going on a spending freeze. I'm considering it. I don't know if I'll actually do it, but I will let you know if I do. I have one more question from my friend Yulia, and she asked about minimizing her paper. She's like, a lot of paper, a lot of documents, and I feel like this is something a lot of us can relate to. I am also looking at a lot of papers all over the place, and what I would do is try to go as digital as possible. I'm seriously considering getting like a little mini document scanner so that I can keep all of my important documents scanned, because pay stubs and contracts and stuff like that can easily take up a lot of space, especially if you're a busy person like I know Yulia is. She's a very busy photographer, so I imagine that, you know, like your packaging and stuff like that all takes up a lot of space. What I would try to do is find a very clearly delineated place where you keep those things. And the other one would be to like do your own little mini purge. Alright guys, well, that's the end of this video. I hope that you found the suggestions helpful, at least as a starting off point. If any of you guys have like answers that you want to contribute to these questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. I would love to start like a dialogue about these things. Also, for all of my friends who asked questions about the capsule wardrobe building process and budgeting process and how to make one and what is it, I have not forgotten about you. I am working on a really cool video. It might be 2 or 3 videos. I'm not entirely sure yet because I'm like being really ambitious about this, but it is coming. I am working on it. So is that if you're interested in building your first capsule wardrobe, you will be able to do it. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video, for asking questions. Seriously, I missed YouTube and I can't wait to be back on a more regular basis. Yeah, thanks guys. I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it.